Okay, I think we can proceed. Can you see the question paper?
Yes.
Okay, so let's proceed. So mostly they will ask you this type of question. Let me see if I can. All right, this is the question that they will ask you. Mostly they will just change the numbers and the amounts, but this is how exactly they would ask this type of question when it comes to the membership. So you need to know how to draw the T account so that you won't get confused and or know how. Let me just get my calculator. Give me a second. All right. So when they ask you this, remember, as I told you yesterday, that when dealing with the membership fees, you need to know how to transact the T account. So the T account, it will be something like this. And as I told you that on the debit side, the debit for previous year collections, and then the credit, it's customers who have paid in advance. And also the accrued income for that current year and credit losses and the bank account received in that. And then on the, it will be accrued expense for the current year, but the previous year. And then also your income received in advance and the income and expenditure account, which is like sort of the balancing figure of the T account. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So we can proceed. They told us that this was a question 7 from, I think it was assignment 2 or so. So they say you're given the following information for United Tennis Club for the year ended 31 December 2026. And then it says on A, membership fees received for the year is 74,380. And then they say membership fees was 400 Rand in 2025. Membership fees for 2026 was 480. And then for 2027, it will be 560. Do you see? That's how exactly they ask. 3 years membership fees. Do you have any questions so far?
You are breaking, sir.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, maybe it's my network. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. It's not
Okay,
clear.
let's see. It's not clear. Okay, let me try to switch it off and on again. Okay, can you now hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so as I was telling you that they will always tell you that the previous year's membership fees was a certain amount, and then the current year is a certain amount, and the next year it will be a certain amount. For example, they told you that for 2025 it was 400, and then for 2026 it was 480, and for 2027 it's 560. So now the transactions that they'll get to ask you is, C will now say on 1 January 2026, the membership fees of 4 members for 2025 were still due. So which means if they were still due, you recognize this account as a what? of this network. Can everyone hear me? I think with this rain also, it's also messing up on the network.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
I was just saying that, as I told you to say, when they give you the years that they're dealing with, they'll tell you that for either the current year or the previous year, there are certain members that are still outstanding. So they told you that membership fees on, it says on 1st of January 2026, the membership fees of 4 members for 2025 were still due. So it means if it is still due, you recognize that account as a what? An accrued income, right? Do we all agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And then if it's 4 members for 2025, they told you that the membership fees for 2025 was 400 rand per either the year or the period. And then they told you that 4 members did not pay. So now you say 400 times 4, how much do you get?
Which number are you on? Which point?
We're just dealing with this one here, number C.
Oh, C. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yes. Sorry, we may proceed.
Okay. So now we need to account for to say, okay, if 4 members were still outstanding, and then those 4 members were told that they were paying 400 rand as the membership fees agreement. So now you say 400 times 4, which will give you what? 1 point what?
1.6.
1.6. That's correct. At which, here's our membership fees account, as I told you. So as I said, on the debit side is the current year and previous year, and the credit side is the current year, either someone paid in advance or the credit losses or the amount received, and also the accrued income. So this is the format of this. So we have first have the accrued income for previous year. So previous year, someone, because remember when you're dealing with accounting, let's say our financial period is starting from January to December, which means that if I did not pay my the money that I'm owing to that business in this current year, they will have to take that amount from this current year to next year as an accrued income. But at the end of the day, if they have to close off their accounting books for this year, so which means they will record your account as an accrued income to say this person is still owing us this much, so that when they open their new financial books for next year, they will now go back and say, okay, we are starting off with this amount as this client was owing us for previous year but did not pay us. So that's the account that you recognize as an accrued income. And then the next thing is income received in advance. So again, for last year, you get to have clients that decided to pay their expense in advance. So which means this amount is a liability because we haven't yet used it for that year that they have paid for. So we record it as an income received in advance. And it's from previous year. So it's someone who paid previous year in advance for this current year. Are we all following? No one is lost, right?
I'm sorry. So what is so if income received in advance is a liability, then what would an accrued income be?
Accrued
Is it an
income
asset?
it's an asset because let's say, for example, I bought something from you this year for 500 rand, and then I did not manage to pay you this current year. So which means next year when you're starting off your new books for that financial period, you have to record to say Mike is owing me 500 rand from what? The previous year. So that's an accrued income. It's an income that you're supposed to receive in that current financial year, but you have not yet received it. So which means that accrued income becomes a debtor or a trade and other receivables.
Okay. And then what account is this one? The one that you have on the board?
Which one? Which one? This one. This one is membership. That's the membership
Oh,
fees.
okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I didn't write that on. It's a membership fees.
okay.
Yes.
So both accrued income and income received in advance, they are debited in the membership account.
Yes, the accrued income is debited. So, okay. This on the left, which is the debit side, is the previous year and current. And then on the
Okay.
credit side is the current and next year. So the debit side is your previous year to current year, and then the credit side is your current year to next year. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay.
All right. So then you, on the debit side, you have an account that we call an income and expenditure, which is sort of like a balancing account, income and expenditure. Also on your debit side. And then now we come to the credit side. On the credit side, you have your income received in advance. Your income received in advance, and then you have your bank, which is the money that you received, and then you have your credit losses to members that cannot pay you anymore. I'm going to show you the examples as we read on the questions so that you understand. So you have your credit losses, and then you have your accrued income. So this is your credit side. That's how it looks. So debit side, we have accrued income, we have income received in advance, and then we have income and expenditure. And then on the credit side, we have your income received in advance, we have bank, we have credit losses, we have accrued income. So now let's go to the questions so that I can show you. So we said on the first one that on C, it was saying on 1 January 2026, the membership fees of 4 members for 2025 were still due, which means this is an accrued income. Do you all agree? Because we're in 2026. So they're saying this client was
Yes.
supposed to pay us for previous year, but they did not. So it's an accrued income, which it goes which side? Remember the debit side, I said it's previous year to current year.
Yeah. So it is on the debit side.
That's correct. So which means on the debit side where it's written accrued income, you come and you record your what? Your 1.6, because we said 400 times 4 is what? 1.6. Do we have any questions so far?
No, it's fine.
Okay. And then D says on 31 December 2025, 6 members prepaid their membership fees for 2026. If they prepaid, which means they paid in advance. Do we all agree?
Yes.
And then we know that for 2026, they told us that it's what? It's 480, right?
Yes.
So if you say 480 times 6, how much do you get?
2880.
2880. And then which side do you think we have to record this transaction? Are we recording it on the debit side or are we recording it on the credit side? Because we are in 2026, they told you that 6 members prepaid, they paid in advance.
I
Do
think
we record?
What are the dates again?
So our current year is 2026 right now.
And then the note. Okay, sorry. So we're doing which note? Oh, D. Oh, okay. Is it D? Are we on D?
We on D, yes.
Oh,
We on D.
so this is current year.
So it's current. So if it's current, that's why I was asking, do we put it on the credit side or the debit side?
The debit,
Why do you say the debit?
because current and previous years, they are under debit.
Okay. And then who else wants to say something else?
Wait, so you said, okay, you said on the credit side is next year and what? Or is current year and next year? It's
Yes.
current year and next year. So it goes on the credit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, let me clarify on this one. The income received in advance on the debit side, it will be someone who paid in the previous year, paying in advance for the current year. And then on the credit side of income received in advance, it will be the current year, someone who's paying for the next year.
Okay.
Yes. So which means
Okay.
if for example, someone paid previous year, maybe let's say we're in 2025, and then someone from last year paid in advance for this year, it goes on the debit side. And then we are in 2025 and someone pays in advance for next year, it becomes a what? A credit side. So which means on the question that we have on D, which says on 31, do you see? On 31 December 2025, 6 members paid their membership fees for 2026.
So they paid in advance.
They paid in advance.
So this, okay.
Are we together or someone is lost?
So this is previous amount they paid in the current year.
Yes. So if it's previous year and then they paid in advance in the previous year, they have paid for this year, which means it goes on the debit. And then if it's this year and then they pay in advance for next year, it becomes for on the credit side.
Yeah, okay. That makes, yeah, it's, yeah. So, okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
You now understand.
Yeah, so this year, so if it's for this year, for next year, okay. So this one is okay. Yeah, no, I understand it. I will
Yes.
grasp it as I practice it.
All right. So now going back to our question, they said on 31 December 2025, 6 members paid their membership fees for 2026. Now you tell me the answer. Where am I putting it? Where am I putting it?
Debit.
Debit, right?
Yes.
And it will be how much? We said it's, so they paid 480 times 6. How much? Which you said is 22880, right?
Yeah.
So you record it on income received and in advance on the debit side as your 2880. Do you all understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Your yes is not convincing, eh?
So wait, so you said, okay, on the, you said, okay, on the debit side is previous year
And current.
and current, and then come, please, okay, and then on the credit side, what is it again?
It's current to next.
So it's current to next year, okay.
Yes.
So it's current year, okay, to next year.
Yes.
Okay, so those that pay in 2026, they pay in 2026 for 2027. That will be on the credit side.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that makes better. Okay, yes. Can move
Okay.
on.
All right. Perfect. And then we go to E. E says on 31 December 2026, 2 members paid their membership fees for 2027. Where do we record this one?
So this one is the credit.
Credit side. So for 2027, they told you that it's 560. So if you say 560 times 2, how much do you get?
$560 times 2.
Yes.
1120.
1120. So it's income received in advance. You come and record it on the credit side of income received in advance is your 1120. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There are no questions.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, if there are no
Do
questions. Yes.
Do date matter in these T accounts? Do we have to write the dates to like when we're recording? Oh,
No, not really, because sometimes, most of the times, they give you the date.
okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So now we move to F. F says membership fees received during 2026 included the membership fees of 3 members who did not pay for in 2025. The other members' membership fees must be written off as irrecoverable. So now here they're saying that in 2026, we have membership fees or members of 2025 that did not pay for last year. So now these members, we now need to record them as a what? As a bad debt or a credit loss. That's basically what they're saying here on this question.
Okay.
Yes, the question. Membership.
You understand?
It's confusing, Mara, if when you say in essence they're saying it's a bad debt written off, then okay, makes sense.
All right. Okay, so which means on this one, it's members that were owing us in 2025, and our membership fees for 2025 was 400, and we have to write 3 of them as a bad debt. So it will be 400 times 3.
1.2.
1.2. Let's see, 3 members who did not pay. The other members must be written off as irrecoverable debts. Okay, so it will be 1.2, and then you go to your credit loss on your credit side, then you record the 1.2. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. If you don't have any questions, then we can proceed to G. G says on 31 December 2026, 3 members' membership fees for 2026 were still outstanding. So it means this is an accrued what? Income, right?
Okay. Yes.
But now we need to see for which year.
It says for current year,
For
2026.
current. So which means if it's for current year, it will be on the credit side because it's current year going to the next year. So it will be on the credit side.
Okay.
We all agree.
Why is it going to current?
It will be on the credit side. The reason why it's going on the credit side, because remember on the debit side, we have already accounted for the accrued income, which was on A. Is it A? No, which was on C.
C, yeah.
So which means the left remaining accrued income, it's now from this year going to the next year, not last year to this year.
Okay.
Okay, your case is not yet convincing. Where are you lost?
No, I'm not lost. Uh, just that the accrued income is on both sides.
Yes.
That's why I was asking, how do I know that it's going on credit or debit?
Okay, I see. So what you just need to understand on this one is that when dealing with this one, as I told you that the debit side is previous year to current year. So if you go to see, it said on 1 January 2026, the membership fees of 4 members for 2025, which is what? Previous year, because we're in 2026. So debit side deals with previous year to current year, and then
Yes.
credit side deals with current year to next
To
year.
next year.
Yes. So now going back to G says on 31 December 2026, 3 members membership fees for 2026 were still outstanding, but we are going to where? We're going to 2027. So you can see it's current year to next year.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so if there are no questions, then now we say 3 times what?
Oh, okay. Mhm.
Yes?
No, I was actually getting there to where you are now. To the
Okay.
amount.
So, so you said it's how much? 380 times 3? Even on 31 December, 3 members membership fees for 2026 were still outstanding. And for 2026, the membership fees was 480 times 3 to find out how much is still outstanding.
480.
So
1440.
1440. Okay, so which means that 1440 you record it on the credit side as accrued income 1440. And then going back to A says that membership fees received for the year was 74,880. That amount you recorded on the credit side of the bank where it's written bank. So you come in, then you record 74880 on the credit side. Do you understand?
So you said bank is 7 for what?
74880 on number A. I mean on letter A, right here.
Oh yeah. Okay, membership
Yes.
fees. Okay. But why didn't we start with that one?
I just saw it now. I think I skipped it because I started on B.
Oh, okay.
So now we have the credit side having all the amounts. So now we just need to add up the credit side to see how much is it, and then the difference will be what you record as your income and expenditure this side. So as I said, the income and expenditure is the balancing figure. So if let's say for example, on income received in advance, we had 1120, and then credit losses we had 1.2, and then the bank it was 74880, and then accrued income was 1440. You add them, and then you subtract with 2880, which is on the debit side, and 1.6, which is on the debit side. The remaining amount that you get will be your income and expenditure. Okay, income and expenditure is the balancing figure.
So do we write it as income and expenditure?
Yes. So now you say you add these four. Tell me how much do you get? Add these 4 amounts.
$7,860.
7,860.
Yeah.
Is it the one which is on this side?
Yes.
Okay, and then if you say 7,860 minus 2,880 minus 1,600, how much do you get?
Zero. 74160.
74160.
Yes.
So that will be your amount for income and expenditure. Because at the end of the day, both accounts have to have the same amounts. If both accounts have that amount that you gave me, which is 7,860, on the trade side, it must also be 7,860. So they must balance.
Why are we not saying balance carry down?
No, here there's no balance carried down or anything. It's just that account, you just deal with it as we go.
And okay, what type of account is a membership account? Like what type of is it like an expense or an income account, or it doesn't fall in any of those?
With the membership fees account, it's sort of like, I would say it's sort of like a profit or loss. I don't know if that makes sense, because
Okay, yeah,
it both
does.
has your bank, which the amount you receive, and it both has the amount that you received, like you received in advance, and also that you haven't received. So it's sort of like it's everything in one.
Yeah, okay, no, I get it. Okay.
All right. So do you have any more questions?
So this is the most that a membership account can be. Like this is all that they can ask.
That's it. This is everything that they ask. That's the account. See, it's very simple.
Mm,
And check how
yeah,
many
it's
marks
easy.
is it carrying. It's carrying 14 marks.
It's easy, sure.
Easy marks that you can just get. Easy marks that you can just have to grab and get a distinction. Do you understand?
Yes.
I do.
So which means if I'm to give you a question, you're gonna get all the 14 marks.
Yeah,
Yes.
if we read the dates carefully.
Yeah, just always remember, debit side is previous year to current year. Credit side is current year to next year. Once you understand that, you're good. You don't have to be stressed or confused, because that's just the trick that you need to understand. Debit side, previous year to current year. Credit side, current year to next year.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions?
No.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, hey, if you don't have any questions, then we can proceed. We can, I think when you're writing on the 7th, right?
Yeah, next week Friday.
Okay, no problem. So we left with the PPE. So let's do the PPE on either Monday, and then Tuesday we go through. Now you come to me and tell me everything that you need or that you don't understand, so that at least by Friday you'll be ready and prepared to write.
Can we also do the bank recall?
No problem. I'll send you a link because I did a bank recall. I think it was one of the first classes that I did. I'll send it and then you watch it. And then when we get to do it, it'll be you now coming to me asking questions to say, okay, I'm a bit lost on this part. How do I get to, so that it becomes easy?
Can you send them today, say, or tomorrow latest?
No problem. I'll make sure. I'll make sure.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much for attending, and please practice as well. Let me just also send this class once we finish so that you get to rewatch it again.
All good.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening.